Do you have some money and you are worried that this money might disappear in your hands if you keep it for so long? Are you now contemplating whether to start building a rental property in that only one plot of land you have? This video is for you, but I want to give you a quick advice. Emeka, come. Okay, they come. I say you should come here to give you small expo. Now, look at what we are going to do. I want to give you detailed analysis, the right time to start building and the right time to start buying more land. And I always tell people that if you buy only one plot of land, don't start building on it. You have to take your time to make sure you buy at least 10 to 20 landed properties before you begin to build. If it is the first time you are watching my video, do well to subscribe to my channel. I'm sure by this time, Kehinde, you're here. Emeka, you're here. I know Abubakar, you are close here. So I will give you this expo so that it will help you to make a maximum return on your investment. This is a good mind. If you listen to me from now to 10 years, I guarantee you, you will be a multi-millionaire. This is fact. The question now is, where do your first 1 million naira to 10 million naira go to? Where this money should go to is into your business. That business that generates that cash flow, that is where your first 1 million naira to 10 million naira should go to. Now, where do your first 10 million naira to 50 million naira go to? Your first 10 million to 50 million naira should go to landed properties. And when you are investing in this property, you have to buy 1, 2, 3, at least get 10 to 20 landed properties depending on your capacity before you can venture into building. I will give you the reason why I make this point. You can never go wrong if you follow this advice. Now, I will give you these reasons. First one is that to invest in landed property is cheaper compared to building. With 500,000, 1 million, 2 million naira, you can buy a good plot of land for land banking. And when you buy this plot of land, you can buy gradually 1, 2, 3 until you get to 10, then until you get to 15, until you get to 20. When you follow this instruction, you find out that the first 10 million naira to 50 million will go into landed property. Now, what this means is that you have taken position in different vicinities, because owning 20 properties, you should have them in different locations. This rental property might take you like 50 million to invest in one particular location. But when you buy in land, then you find out that you have in multiple locations where you have taken position waiting for the properties to erupt. Now, the second reason I said your first 10 to 50 million naira should go into landed property is that capital gain. Capital gain is the major reason why people invest in landed. If somebody invests 50 million naira on 20 landed properties in different locations, and another person invests the same 50 million naira in rental apartments, give them 5 years, what will be the result? Do you know that 50 million naira would have made 5x at least in 5 years? 5x, that is 500% in 5 years. But this rental apartment, with the money it will generate within 5 years, combined together with the capital appreciation of the property, you will find out that it will not be up to 2x, that is 100%. Another major reason why you should invest first in landed property before building is that no maintenance cost when you invest in landed property. But if you invest in rental properties at that initial time where you invest like 50 million naira, you find out that within 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you begin to spend money on maintenance. If not, that property will continue to depreciate. Now, the fourth reason why you should buy landed property first is that there is no government regulation in land banking. You only need to do your due diligence. But if you go into construction, you will find out that you have to pass through government bottlenecks and a lot of things before you can get your structure being done in a standard way. It is still better to buy landed property because you are trying to maximize time and also maximize your return on investment. The fifth reason you must buy more land first is that the purpose of this investment, land investment, is to save your fund. The purpose of it is to be able to store your fund where you can easily get them when you need them for a business. So in this situation, land can easily be sold and your fund being mopped up when you need a fund for a business, because you cannot compare the time and energy it will take to sell a building and the time and energy it takes to sell a landed property. The last but not the least is this: landed property is the most effective wealth retention vehicle ever known to man. Over the years, inflation has been a very big problem of businessmen and women all over the globe. So, people are finding ways to keep their funds safe and hedge it against inflation. Now, some people use land, then some people use completed buildings in different forms. But why land is most effective more than structure is that if you have land, it has varieties of usages. Is that anybody with land, you can use it for rental properties, you can use it for residential properties, you can also use it to save your fund, which is land bank. If you hedge your fund against inflation with rental properties, people who need residential buildings and land banking can no longer come and buy. So you have shortened the wide market range for that property. In conclusion, with my vast knowledge and experience in the real estate industry, I can authoritatively tell you as a young person that you must first of all buy more landed properties in a gated estate where your fund will be protected, where your properties will be protected. After that, you can now go into construction, because rental property is a capital intensive project, and in some cases you might not be able to finish at the stipulated time, and even if you are able to finish at that moment, you now realize that this is not the best business for you and this is not an active business that yield you that instant income like you predicted. So, and majority of the people who invest in rental properties get frustrated because they treated it as an active income that will give them money so quick. But when they are into it, they find out that that is a different ball game. So most of them get frustrated at that moment. So, but when you treat it as a passive income, when you must have established your tentacle very well by acquiring a lot of land that will give you more capital at the shortest possible time. I want you to know that building rental property is okay, but you do it at the right time when you must have invested so much in landed property, so that when you have challenges completing that property, building of that property, you can now go back to your landed properties and sell one or two to be able to complete that project, so that your project will not be an abandoned project and your money will be tied down. So, and a property you own today might be the only thing that will give you chance to buy your life back when every other thing fails. My name is Engineer Ejike Ahwolo. If you got value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, so that each time we publish beautiful content like this, you can be notified.